Hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we managed to escape the Cerberus station, and we got taken to another Cerberus facility. It's like out of the frying pan into the fire. It really is. Now, Miranda has told us that the Illusive Man wants to speak to us, and I think Naomi's main thought is that, your boss wants to speak to me, and I see you have allowed me to keep my gun. Well, that sucks, because the first opportunity I get, I am gonna put a bullet through the Illusive Man's eyes. I really am. Now, just for the sake of transparency, I have seen this next cutscene. I have seen this next cutscene about 5 times because I ran into an issue trying to record this episode. I'll explain more later, but let's just say I got a wee bit miffed. I got a wee bit miffed at the pop-ups.
Commander Shepard.
Illusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Sir. One, Naomi is thinking, clever, the Illusive Man you are searching for is in another castle. Aha, preventing me from shooting him. Very clever. But also, don't speak like you know me. Don't be doing that.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
No. None of those questions.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Now, as much as Naomi doesn't want to be conversing with the Illusive Man, she needs information. She needs information. She realizes that she is in a very vulnerable position right now. She has been gone for 2 years, and the galaxy has moved forwards. Like, let's be honest, even if she said, you know what, sack the lot of yous, I'm going to the Alliance, I'm gonna go to the Council, why would they even believe that this is the real Naomi? This could be some crazed fan who has had reconstructive surgery to make themselves look and sound identical to Naomi. They have no reason to believe it's really her. So Naomi realizes, I am in a very vulnerable position right now, and how do you maybe make yourself feel more secure? You get knowledge, you get information, you see what has been happening whilst you have been away.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Yeah, trying to see if the Alliance will step in. Naomi doesn't trust the Alliance either. Really, by the end of Mass Effect 1, the only people she trusted were her crew and Anderson. And that's it. That's it. The Alliance are responsible for Cerberus, which makes them responsible for a coup in some manner. So, whilst Naomi doesn't trust the Alliance, they were at least good in a crisis. Getting them involved might be beneficial.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. Their rebuilding is still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
And why me?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Now then, this is where I lost control in a previous episode that none of y'all are ever gonna get to see. This is where the downward spiral began, because the top option got taken away from me, which meant I had to pick this one. This, where do we start? This is really eager to jump into bed with Cerberus. And Naomi, quite frankly, Naomi, right now, would much prefer to take out her gun, put it against her temple, and pull the trigger. She would rather commit suicide than work with Cerberus, than actively agree to work with Cerberus. So that just meant I had this one, which comes out as, oh, if you're telling the truth about the Reapers, then I'll work with you. Naomi would never say that. Naomi would absolutely never say that. No matter what this guy has said, she is never going to say, yeah, I will work with you. This journey is going to be like pulling teeth with Naomi, because she is never actively going to say, yep, I'm working with Cerberus. I'm absolutely going to go along with this. And once I picked this, I was like, right, I've got to reload to get that top option back, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now. Okie doke. Now, here's what I think happened. Naomi, she asked the questions. She asked all of those questions. She wanted information. She wanted to be caught up. However, here's the thing. Ultimately, even if it is the Reapers, Naomi doesn't want to work with Cerberus. Naomi hates these people. She is actively plotting to kill the Illusive Man, Miranda, Jacob, anyone else she meets who is an active part of Cerberus. She is like, in the back of her mind, she's like, okay, which way do I want to, what order do I want to take them out? Well, I think I'd want to take out Miranda first, because she seems the most deadly. Jacob, he's got biotics, but I think he's primarily a soldier, so you know what, I reckon I can take him out. The Illusive Man, he's going to be tricky, because I don't know where the fuck he is, but I'll find him, and I'll kill him, and then I'll take out the Reapers. Like, she would rather shoot herself than ever say she will work with Cerberus. No matter what the Illusive Man says, there is nothing he can say that would convince her to work with him. So, you know, she's thinking, thank you for giving me all of that information, but you can also go fuck yourself.
Nothing you say is going to convince me to trust you. I need more than words.
I'd be disappointed if I could persuade you that easily. Go and see for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Yeah, Naomi doesn't trust either of them. For a single solitary second, she does not trust either of those people.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Yeah, do I have a choice? Naomi realizes that she doesn't. Naomi realizes that she doesn't have a choice in any of this. She's just kind of got to go along with it for now until, you know, until she has a moment to strike, essentially. And she would absolutely be very bitter about that. I think Naomi is someone who really values her freedom. And so to be placed in this position, she would be so miffed.
Is this a volunteer job or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Okay, and this is where I lost my mind when I first tried recording this episode. You see, all of these pop-ups, I find them very jarring. The one that caught my eye was, you have gained so many codex entries. You see, the first time I played this, obviously I went for the middle option. Okay, I'll trust you if you say it's the Reapers. And as soon as that cutscene ended, I immediately noped out, reloaded the save, went and did the other choice. And then all of these pop-ups came up, and I saw one that said, you have gained so many new codex entries in Mass Effect 2. It was... I'm not quite sure why that would even be a pop-up telling me, you know, how much progress I'm making on an achievement. I don't really need that, but I saw it and my first thought was, oh shit, because I haven't asked any of the questions, I'll have not gotten certain codex entries. So I reloaded again, so I've now seen this cutscene for a third time. I end the cutscene, I asked all of the questions in that one, and I'm thinking, god damn, I'm really gonna have to splice up this episode to make it work, but it's doable. And that was when I noticed that it said you were, you know, like, oh, 9 out of 15, 10 out of 15, whatever. And I thought to myself, hang on, that's... Was the previous save, were the numbers higher? Have I gotten fewer codex entries because I asked all of the questions? And I was really confused, so I reloaded again. So now I've seen this cutscene a fourth time, and the numbers were different, but I couldn't remember what the numbers were before, because my memory for numbers really is not very good, so I reloaded another time. I've now seen it 5 times. And that was when I realised it's counting all of the times I have gained a codex entry in the save file. Not the save game, the save file. And I was like, well, that's dumb, and I quit. I noped out because I was so miffed. Those pop-ups are so jarring to me. They're so jarring to me. Here's the thing for me, I notice small details a lot quicker than I notice big details. I think it's because I've got arachnophobia. You know, I'm always kind of on high alert for slight movement. So in Mass Effect 1, you know how you just got those little pop-ups in the lower right-hand corner of the screen? My eyes were immediately drawn to them, and I'd read them, and I'd see, oh, okay, the codex has updated. I've gained so many Paragon points. That was really handy to me. Because the pop-ups are so big, my brain kind of goes, oh, Jesus, what's taking up most of the screen? I don't read what's on there. I don't recognize what the pop-ups are telling me. I just see that they're popping up and kind of being annoying. It's unfortunate because I can understand some people don't notice small things. Some people, they need a big pop-up to kind of make them register, oh, okay, the codex is updated, ba 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 ba. I just wish there was a setting that you could pick. Do you want in-your-face pop-ups or do you want discrete pop-ups? Because like I said, for me, they're too jarring for me to gain any information. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating, but I am once again blind. Hello there, you two all right? Do you all have anything to say?
The Illusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Oh, I don't like any of these. I don't like any of these. I don't want to reload the game again. I've seen that cutscene 7 times at this point. I don't want to reload again. Okay. Here's my question. Are we in charge? It doesn't feel like we're in charge. maybe when we're on missions? But then here's the thing, Miranda works directly for Cerberus. She works directly for Cerberus. I don't think this makes much sense. Naomi doesn't feel like she is in charge. Thanks for resurrecting me. Naomi would rather be dead than be in this situation. Naomi's like, I would so much rather be a hunk of meat floating through space right now than be here. I'm not actively gonna try and kill myself, but I would prefer death to being here. I'll do my best. Absolutely not. Naomi is gonna do her best to fuck over Cerberus every chance she gets, which... here's the thing, it just kind of leaves me with, you sound jealous. Here's what I think could be happening. I think Naomi could be trying to bait Miranda into a fight. Because if they fight, one of two things is gonna happen. Either Naomi is going to kill Miranda, or Miranda is going to kill Naomi. And Naomi is okay with either of those outcomes. She wants to kill Miranda, and she doesn't want to be here. So yeah, I think she's trying to bait Miranda into a fight right now.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the Illusive Man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
No. We don't have to be enemies. Yes, we do. She works for Cerberus. Is there a problem here? Yes, Naomi is the problem. Naomi doesn't want a part of this. Again, just trying to bait her. Hey, fight me, Miranda. Fight me. Fight me. Give me an excuse. Give me an excuse to use my gun.
Are you naturally this bitchy, or is it just me?
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Liability. Massive liability. Liability. There we go. Massive liability. Naomi is planning to murder everyone in your organization. That's what she's trying to do right now. Again, Naomi realizes, I need information. I need information. I have missed out on a lot.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Illusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Such as?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Illusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Naomi is not glad he was in charge. She would have rather they left well enough alone and left her floating in space. Naomi is going to ask this, again, not coming from a place of friendliness, it's coming from a place of, so what are your weaknesses so I can use them against you later?
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Okay, so she is a biotic. Yeah, out of the two, I definitely think that Naomi is like, Miranda is more dangerous than Jacob. I need to take her out first, then I can deal with him.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The Illusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Again, Naomi isn't looking for a friend either. She's just like, any weaknesses? Any long-term friends that you have? Like, anything I can use to kind of poke at you? Any sore spots that I can, you know, hack away at? To get to your fleshy underbelly and take you out?
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Oh, Miranda. Miranda, I like you. I like you. Naomi And Naomi has one objective, and that is put you in a coffin. Was that? No, that wasn't something I could interact with. Okay, and Jacob, hello.
I'm glad the Illusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
He did not. He did not. Here's the thing, it's funny because part of me wants to go with this, but then another part of me is like, the middle options are... They've all been kind of like, oh, I'll begrudgingly work with you. So this is, I'm not working with you. I'll begrudgingly work with you. I'll happily work with you. So even though this is, I didn't join Cerberus, I'm a little worried that this is going to come out as like, oh, I didn't join Cerberus, but I'll work with you to take out the Reapers. Like, I'm really worried that it's going to come out like that. I'm hoping this is I'm not with Cerberus. I'm here for the colonists. Like, I'm hoping that's what this is.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Hell no.
You're part of Cerberus. I'll be keeping an eye on you too.
Fair enough. I can't expect you to trust me just because I ask you. I'll just have to earn that trust.
You can tell the Illusive Man to go fuck himself. Here's the thing, if these two end up leaving Cerberus, then they are off Naomi's hit list. Naomi is like, okay, you're not a part of Cerberus, okay, you're good. I'm gonna, stop Operation Put This Person in a Casket. Like, I will stop that on you. I'm just gunning for anyone in Cerberus. Like, if you leave the organization, then I will trust you, but not a single second beforehand.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Yeah, that sounds like the Alliance. Just like, hey, you're with us, but you're not technically a part of us. So if you do anything shitty, it's not our responsibility. Yes, it is. You set them up. You set them up. So you can't disavow any knowledge of the group you created. Like, no.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Aye.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and we can't talk to you guys, but you're on the hit list. You're a part of Operation Put Them in a Casket. You're all involved. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Why, thank you. Okay. Okay.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Illusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
My first thought, take yourselves out. Ritual suicide. I'm so sorry. I am very much in Naomi's headspace right now, so I'm just like, I'm gonna be so violent. Jesus. Okay. Okay, let's have a investigate first. Let's chat.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the Illusive Man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Okay. Yeah, if there are people alive down there, then they should be our first priority.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Okay. Oh, that was fucking spooky, but Cerberus has provided additional weapons. No! I feel dirty. I feel dirty. Now, before we do anything, we have levels. Now, I have noticed that they've gotten rid of the Charm and Intimidate skills. On one hand, that does make things easier because I no longer have to put points into that, but at the same time, I'm like, I like being able to charm and intimidate. I like having access to those skills. Okay. In which case, let's grab that. There we go. And you two, aha. Let's grab that, that, and then, ooh, I do like an overload. And you have nothing. Okay. Okie doke. Now, looking at my timer, I only have about 4 minutes left, so let's read some more codex entries.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
The Hanar?
The Hanar are a citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it. Their homeworld, Kajay, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
And last but by no means least,
the Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed.
Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians. See, this, I know I've heard this before in Mass Effect 1, but there are certain things I forget, like the fact that the Krogan were in a self-inflicted nuclear winter. I always kind of think of them as like, oh, they've always been like very, you know, tribal and medieval and this kind of that and the other, and then the Solarians discovered them and gave them a bunch of technology. But no, the Krogans had developed their own technology and then they nuked themselves and had to revert back to a tribal stage. Like, I always forget that. So this is why I think it's good to re-listen to these codex entries. Alrighty then, and I am gonna leave this off right here. In the next one, I'm getting major spookum vibes. Much spookum vibes from this colony, but I guess we have to investigate. So until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.